What a sight that is. The stage, the final stage for Usain Bolt. The last time we'll see him as an individual athlete. Well, for most of his career, his main rival has been the clock, and he's punched it in the face many times. But I now guess time has just about caught up with him, and well, he has to remember what it was like before he was brilliant, before he was unbeatable. He has to remember what it was like to try and win one more time. So here are the men he has to beat: Bing Chan Su, Jimmy Vico, Usain Bolt, Christian Coleman, Akini Simbe, Ine Johan Blake, Justin Gatlin and Rhys Prescott. What a moment for Rhys Prescott, 21, representing his country Great Britain in this final. So here we go, Su Bingchan of China in lane 2. Chinese record holder, joint European record holder over 100 meters, Jimmy Vico of France. He needs no introduction. Listen to the crowd. Come on, Usain, they say. Now in the world's all-time top 10, Christian Coleman, 21 from the USA. Akani Simbine, 5th at the Olympics last year. 9:89 he ran last year. The only time Bolt faltered in the 100 metres at the World Championships, the false start in Daegu, was this man who took the gold, Johan Blake of Jamaica. So many times the silver medal, so many times he's followed Bolt home, Justin Gatlin. Loving every single moment of it, Rhys Prescott of Great Britain. The last time Great Britain won a medal in this race was Darren Campbell, who's sitting right behind me, working for our colleagues on radio, when he won the bronze in Paris. We hardly knew of Usain Bolt then. One more time. The men's 100-meter final. Bolt gets a pretty good start, so does Jimmy Vico, and so does Chris Coleman. Coleman's leading it, and Bolt's going to chase him hard. He's not going to catch him at the moment, but here he comes, and Coleman's still got the lead, and Gatlin wins it! It's Gatlin! Right at the death, Gatlin comes through. Gatlin steals it. Coleman thought he had it, Bolt never got there.
Gatlin was in the mix as well.
It's Gatlin.
We watched the scoreboard.
It's definitely Gatlin. They're all looking. Well, it's a nice gesture from Gatlin in amongst the reaction from the crowd. They wanted their man to win. They so wanted him to win. What will, but goodness me, will we miss him. This will be the race that nobody will replay. And Colin, I mean, he came out the blocks pretty well. He just didn't get on terms quickly enough with Coleman. But watch Gatlin.
Gatlin, closest just on the screen in that US strip, keeps driving hard, remembering what it takes to win championships, and also thinking to himself, I'm not going to repeat what I did last year.
Do you know, maybe, Colin, I was talking to the Americans early on, you may have heard me said about how they were thinking, no, I'm not sure, and they said he won the trials because no one was watching him. They were watching Coleman and Belch and others, and he kind of came through. He's done the same tonight.
Absolutely, and he hasn't raced as many times on the circuit as we saw him when he was absolutely flying, if you can all remember that. So perhaps As he's got older, he's got slightly race smart. Here he kept his form, didn't he? He was away from the action. He didn't know where Usain Bolt was. Had nobody really getting onto his shoulder. In this case, he was getting on people's shoulder. Worked hard from gun to tape and ended up surprising the whole world by taking his title. Here he goes, out the blocks. As always, Justin is always good technically. You can never knock him for that. Works hard at the drive, goes through all the transition phases very, very well. And he kept a cool head, didn't he? With those huge boos, Steve, when he lined up.
And when he finished.
When he finished, in his mind, he wanted to silence the crowd. Look at that as a response. Let's see what it does.
I think we should just explain, you know, for some who maybe haven't been around the sport for a long time, you know, Gatlin had 2 lengthy drug bans, and that's the reason why he's, I don't know, obviously the popular version of Justin Gatlin is the villain of the piece, and he's had to play that alongside Bolt through his whole career. There's the result. The gold medal he is so craved, Justin Gatlin, 9.92. Christian Coleman, he's got a big future ahead of him, 9.94. And I've never ever said this before, the bronze medal to Usain Bolt of Jamaica, 9.95.
Usain. Getting messages from up on top. I know Jamaican TV are waiting for you as well. Thanks for talking to us first. We really appreciate it. Can you even begin to sum up what's happened to you out there tonight? You know, you've not taken the gold, but you've taken the adulation of this packed crowd. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I didn't expect any less. I know they're going to come out and support. It's just sad that I couldn't come out and really deliver as I want to. So it's just one of those things.
As for the race itself, in the semis it seemed like you had a little look over to Christian, like, okay, I can take you in the final, and confidence had gone up a notch maybe, and then it didn't quite happen for you.
My start, it's killing me. It's just, normally I would get it through the rounds, I get better through the rounds, but it didn't come together, and that's what killed me. It didn't come together, and I knew if it didn't come together, but I felt like it was there, you know what I mean? So the fact that I didn't get it, that's the reason I lost, but it's just one of those things.
How were you able to handle the emotions of the whole day? Because the enormity of it for us was something. You know, your last race, your last individual race at a major championship.
It was rough, you know what I mean? It's up and down, it's a little bit stressed, but as I said, I come out here, I take it as like every other championship, and that's what I did. I came out and I did my best.
And now, with your career about to come to an end, I know you've got the relay to come. Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to the British public who've got behind you through the years, who've supported you, and you know, we've loved seeing you every second of the way?
Just that brilliant. Just thanks for the support. It's just been outstanding. I can never expect this from any other crowd. You know what I mean? They really stand by me and really push me to do my best, and I really appreciate that.
Usain, we thank you for all the memories.
All right, thank you very much.
Just one